Hello everybody, welcome to Intensive Reading Meeting 14 for the last session in our course Intensive Reading. Okay, today's topic we are going to discuss for the last time is about summarizing. Okay, let's start. Okay, so first we are going to find out the definition of summarizing. Okay, well, summarizing is to put your own words into a condense of a large reading. To write a summary, you should briefly express the main idea and supporting details of the piece you have read. Give readers the basic idea of the original reading. What was the story about and what would the writer like to communicate? Okay, so remember, summarizing is to put your own words. To put your own word means that you have to redesign, you have to rewrite, you have to retell about the pages you have read with your own words and with your own language. Okay, next, there are steps how to summarize or step-by-step to guide to summarizing a story you should have read as follows. Number one, read and reread more carefully. Okay, pay attention. I told you in the previous meeting that if you found the article, the magazine, the newspaper, or the pages, it is not enough to read once. You need more than once to read so that you get understanding and more comprehend about the pages you have read. Okay, so read and reread more carefully. Number two, ask the usual question. For example, who, what, when, where, why, and how, or 5W plus 1H. Okay, this help you understand the basic information about the screens, the character, setting, and etc. So remember that if you have read many times over and over the pages, try to formulate the question into 5W plus 1H. Okay, next, number three, highlight the main points and list them down in order to find the main idea or theme. Be careful of signal words, okay, like a transitional word or phrases like that. Okay, highlight the main point and list them down into order to find the main idea or theme. Highlight the main point means that try to make an outline, try to make a list which one the first outline that you recognize this is the best outline, the second outline, so to make you easy to understanding about the pages being read. Okay, next, number four, organize the ideas and start writing. Okay, if you have set your highlight the main idea, then try to organize the idea and start the writing. Okay, write your idea, start from introduction, next the content and the conclusion. Of course, for introduction, set the title and order of the story if available. Briefly describe the setting, the character, and the conflict. In this introduction, you must make sure that the reader get the first information before they continue to reading to find out the content or to know more about what was the page will talk about. Okay, write the body paragraph, retell the story in your own words, describe the most important event. The number of body paragraph you have will depend on the length of the piece. So it means that number six, it is about the content, it's about the discussion, it is about the main point, the important part of your passages. So it is yes, it's true, it's the introduction you have been set up. So the next continue to the body, the content of the paragraph. So in this content, to bring the reader know the passage will discuss about some idea that the passage will discuss about one thing being discussed. Okay, so write the body paragraph means that the content you have to describe with your own word or your own language. Okay, next, number seven, write a conclusion. After introduction, the body of the paragraph is up to you to conclude the whole passage, the whole text that being read. What is the conclusion according to you based on your point of view? Explain the theme, underlying meaning of the story. What comment is the author making about? Okay, make sure that your conclusion is a represent of the whole passage being discussed or being read. Okay, number eight, Have revised? Have you attended all the paragraphs? Have you captured the main idea of the story? Have you included the most important details? Are there transition words or phrases to connect ideas? Okay, according to Literacy Education Online, a summary should be not longer than a fourth of the original text. So it means that for the summarizing, usually it is not similar to the paragraph or passage being discussed. Summarizing is the sum up of the small particle being represent of the text. Okay, it is represent of the text from the whole passage being read. In summarizing must be consist of introduction, the content, and the conclusion by the reader may. Okay. Next, this for example, for introduction, a summary story of David's jacket. Take a look on the left box on your screen. For introduction, start by giving the title, the writer's name, and the brief description of the setting. Briefly describe the main character and how they are related to one another. Give an explanation of the conflict of the problem in the story. So introduction, it means that the first information to make reader who would like to know what will happen at first before they continue to find out more in details in the body of the paragraph. Okay, this is for introduction. You have to introduce the title, the writer's name, the brief description of the setting, include the character. Okay. Next, the body paragraph, or we can say that this is the content of the passages. Okay, they consist of number of paragraphs in your summary depends on the length of the original story. But I suggest you, if you read some articles, some short story, whether long or consists of several paragraphs, so make sure that the body of the paragraph consists at least 2 or 3 paragraphs that represent of the body of paragraph itself or the content. Do not make the body paragraph for the summary more than 4 paragraphs. Yeah, so make it short because this is summarizing. Okay, begin retelling the important event of the story in your own word. Begin retelling. So remember that summarizing is almost closer to the retelling, but it's a bit different to to make a long paragraph, long passages or text. So in this job, in this case, you are going to make summarizing with your own word and your own language. Okay, if you a bit confused, use transition word and phrases to connect some idea like however, although, because of, in addition, and etc. Take a look our slide that we have discussed on the previous meeting 13, transition word and phrases. Okay, so the conclusion show your understanding of the story's theme, the author's underlying message. Okay? In this case, you must emphasize the reader that this conclusion is about representing of the whole passage, the whole content being read by the reader. Okay, so that the reader know, oh, this is the passage talking about blah 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 blah, for that matter. Okay, so that's all for today for meeting 14 and summarizing in intensive reading, and this has become our last meeting, our last video of our course today. So I hope this video that we have been start from meeting 1 until meeting 14 today will make you more capable, more enhance your reading skill, and try to get more comprehend in every single paragraph or the text or the article or the journal short story, especially to make you more aware and try to increase your reading skills, especially start from the vocabulary and the understanding about intensive reading itself. Okay, that's all for today. Enjoy your progress, and hopefully whatever you want, whatever you dream, it will come through in the next in the future of your semester. Okay, thank you for your attention and have a nice day. Bye bye.